1 and Comoros 1. That's not enough, Gilbert, to change the positioning on the log. Someone needs to be a superstar for either side to get another goal.
Someone must win. Someone must win, because if the scoreline remains the way it is, then Comoros are on 5 points, Kenya on 3 points, and therefore they continue staying on the top. So one team has to win this game this afternoon.
Well, it's down on the right side with a little bit of a small cross. That goes out for a corner.
The pressure has yielded, Bernard. Pressure by Harambee Stars has yielded, and there is no doubt that with the continued pressure, they're definitely going to score another goal.
Gilbert, you're sounding very Kenyan.
Well, I mean, from the proceedings on the pitch, Kenya has been on top.
It's going to be a corner now. It looks like a left foot corner, that a left foot in swinger that will be brought in by Eric Ouma for the Kenyan side. A little touch again, and the second little touch is from the goalkeeper that sends it away from the goal area. But the pressure still not yet over. This one goes over the bar. It's going to be a goal kick. Well, Ahmada Ali, the SK Brand Norway goalkeeper, is still back in the game. Is still in the game here. Has just denied some good shots, including one from Joanna. This is the corner. Joanna had a little touch. The goalkeeper had another little touch. And ultimately, this one was too wide by Timbe to be able to beat the goalkeeper. But he certainly is feeling the pressure. Back into the midfield. Oh, again, this back footing puts Masood Juma in a prime position. The referee says nothing doing. That Masood was not touched there. Well, Gilbert, there's no benefit of a VAR here, so let it be. Well, the referee just decides that there was nothing there, so the Kenyan side beginning a quick run. And then starting it out on the right side, Mandela playing it out, trying to look for the spaces. The green and white jerseys have come back into defense, all of them, but of course you see them running around in circles trying to look for the places to seal as the crosses have continued to come, and the shots have equally come as well. This is Johanna, turns it down to Mandela, plays it out to Eric Ouma. A left foot cross again, a little bit too low and easily intercepted, but not completely out of the area. This is going to be a foul, says the referee. With Ayub Timbe complaining that there was nothing there. There's going to be another substitution then. They are pulling out Ahmed Monyi. Well, this is definitely a foul here. A left foot. Watch the left foot of the captain, clipping Masood Juma right at the end there, and inside the box. If there was a VAR, that would have been a penalty.
Yeah, and a red card.
Here it is then. They're bringing in the man in jersey 2, Abdallah Mfoya Kasim. So he's taken the place of Ahmed Monyi, the man from FC Annecy, and who seems to have run out of steam at the moment in the game. And it also looks like there's going to be another substitution with Mohamed Yusuf of FC Ajaccio also being benched. Well, the teams have obviously taken advantage of the new rules with 5 substitutions allowed, and they're bringing in double substitutions every time. So Abu Bakri Nakibu is also in the game. Well, Gilbert will fill us in just one moment on the new players on the Comoros side, including Abubakar Nakibu. That brings in the fresh legs, of course, in the game. And so you expect things to change a little bit. The Kenyan side still maintaining faith in the 11 that started the game. We have gotten to the proverbial 70th minute mark. That's where most of the substitutions are usually done. And I've been told by enough number of coaches and technical people that it is at about this time that teams usually break in terms of concentration and in terms of lapses, which is usually to the advantage of strikers. So we'll see whether that proverb will be answered at some point. But yes, we're playing the last 19 minutes of the game in regular time in the CAF Total Africa Cup of Nations qualifier Group G match, with the return leg scheduled for just about 3 days, I think Saturday, in Comoros. Well, that would tell you that the competition is on a home and away basis. Oh, there's no one on this side in green at all. All the Comoros players, staying in defense and just managing to stem back the attacks that are coming from the Harambee Stars side. There's an attempt to try and get the ball out. Oh, the referee says there was a final touch here by, I think, Ayub Timbe, who then sends it off the field of play. I think it's Cliff Nyake, actually. And so that sent it off the field of play. We've got another substitution on the Harambee Stars side. Eric Joanna has been benched. And his place has been taken by John Mark Makwata. This man was a very late inclusion in the Kenyan team to replace the other lethal striker who plays in Japan on the Kenyan side and who couldn't come to the match. John Mark Makwata has plied his trade with the Kenyan military side previously, and then decamped to Zambia, came back to the country and went back to Zambia. Whether or not he'll have an impact for the Kenyan side up at the front is something that we will wait to see. So again, the Comoros side picks up a loose ball and a 3-on-3 is ensuing. Out on the left side, a very low cross then comes in. It's easily picked up by Brian Mandela. And goes off the field of play. It's going to be a throw-in. He was at Mamelodi Sundowns, wasn't he, Gilbert?
Mandela, yes. Mandela was at Mamelodi Sundowns. I think he's still there.
He's at Mamelodi Sundowns.
South Africa.
I think we probably previously said that he wasn't attached, but I think that was slightly before. So, Gilbert, if your team is Kenya's Harambee Stars, then they've got one man extra. What do you tell them to do with the ball?
Well, have more people into attack, move more men into attack. That is what they need. They need more men into attack and to try and at least get those inroads.
Eric Ouma then brings in a very low cross. It's intercepted and goes out of the field of play. One thing we must tell you as well is I think it's been a little bit slippery on the field of play. It's just something that slipped. The memory should have told you about that earlier. It makes turning a little bit difficult, and I think navigating that kind of terrain sometimes becomes difficult. There was a heavy downpour earlier on in this area. Here is a chance for the Kenyan side, but it's cleared on the line as the captain Victor Wanyama had a chance to slot it into the net, and he did exactly that, looking for style as well. But then the defenders clear it off the line. With Harambee Stars still coming back. I can tell you, Gilbert, the expectation for everyone, or what they're waiting for, is to see whether Harambee Stars will take the 3 points here. But you must say the Comoros side is not the easy side, Gilbert. They are equally looking for the 3 points in this game, and that should be expected as well.
They're holding very well, and they're not in a hurry at this particular point, just knocking the ball around, trying to kill time, and try to find this right opportunity to be able to at least break that tight defense line.
Well, looking for a man on the right side, and Benalud is the man who comes onto that side, tries to bring it across, that is intercepted, goes off the field of play. It's going to be a throw-in, and it's going to be for Comoros. Oh, very tired legs, I can tell you, especially on the Comoros side.
Yeah.
You know they're just off the northeast coast of Mozambique, so they're a coastal side, and you can imagine they even say to have very warm waters around them, so they obviously are getting a little bit affected by the altitude in this place.
They are, Bernard. Very, very tired legs, especially in the second half. Not moving the ball as quickly as they were in the first half, and that's where Harambee Stars have actually taken their mantle, and they're prodding forward.
Oh, Benjalud just unable to get the ball out of that area as Harambee Stars then try to come back again. Masood looking to find out where the ball has gone to. The 2 men up on that side who are looking for this one. They can have an overload on the right side if they wanted to. Again, just a cross not very well delivered and intercepted, and now the Coelicans might just mount an attack here. They're doing it just within the numbers that they have. It's going to be a foul here. Just next to the referee. Mutaz Ibrahim from Libya could have awarded very easily. This is the earlier one that the captain thought he had slotted into the net.
Well, the precision was there, Bernard, but the power wasn't. I mean, not very good touch on the ball, but you want to compliment that Comoros defender.
The
very,
captain,
very good,
yes.
Very good recovery.
Abdul Najim.
Very good
That was
recovery.
the captain, and he was right on the line there to clear it out. He's been watching every striker who comes in that side and watching how they are going to deliver the ball on that side. That's the man in jersey 6, Abdul Najim, playing for FC Mortik. As Harambee Stars get the chance to start it again. This is David Owino, pushes it forward on the line, on the right side, intercepted out for a throw-in. Oh, just to let you know that it's the FIFA International Week, so a good number of the qualifiers will be played this week, midweek, and then over the weekend. The group that you will be most interested in is a Kenyan and a Comoros citizen, is Group G, that has Comoros, Kenya, Egypt, and Togo. And Comoros are on top of that group. If this scoreline remains the same at 1-1, then the positioning will remain as well, until of course we find out what Egypt and Togo are doing as well, because they could each, well, Egypt could get to 5 and Togo could get to 4. So depending again on the number of goals, Gilbert, you don't know which direction this can go to if the scoreline remains here.
Well, the only direction is that Comoros will definitely retain their first position with 5 points.
Well, if Egypt wins, they get 3 points.
It now means that they will have to count on the number of goals each team has scored.
Well, if it comes to that, but if it comes to points, Egypt wins, they get 3 points plus 2, it makes 5, they go up to the top. It's just simple mathematics like that. But of course, that is just perhapsing. We have to wait and see if that happens. As Harambee Stars still try to make inroads in the Comoros defense that is becoming stubborn by the day. And for a good reason as well. They are on top of Group G and they want to stay there. A chip towards the box. Masood tries to control it. That will be a handball. That is... referee says that's very, very clear. Mr. Imtaz says, I saw you, man. I know that's a handball. You know, the handball rule is another rule that you really have to interpret correctly. There has to be the intention, and you have to look at whether the hand was in the natural position. It's not. You can see he brings the ball to himself.
Yeah, that's a clear handball. I'm not sure why.
And he's lucky because that is a yellow card offense.
Straight up.
Times have changed, Gilbert, haven't they?
They have. I mean, do you think that it's time for us to start introducing the VAR?
It's already in use, Gilbert.
These kind of characters.
It's already in use. It's back onto the right side for Harambee Stars. I think it's Timbe who was trying to run it down. Good cross here to beat the goalkeeper, and a chance here. Oh, it still goes off the field of play. The referee says this is already a goal kick here. The goalkeeper puts his body in the line, literally, to stop John Makwata, who doesn't believe that he didn't put that in the net. A cross and a large one slips off the hands of the goalkeeper. Makwata just doesn't manage to recover on time to be able to push it correctly. Cross coming from David Owino. Yeah, Makwata couldn't get to it.
It had gone out. It had gone out, and that's the first time that we're seeing a big mistake from Hamada Ali in the Comoros goal. John Mark Makwata should have easily collected that ball and put it in the net.
Making another substitution and bringing in another very fast striker. Boniface Mushiri is coming into the game. I think there's also Abdallah Hassan was coming to play, but it's a double substitution, isn't it?
It's on the Harambee Stars side. They have decided to bring in more attackers. With Abdallah flying straight with Bandari Football Club in the Kenya Premier League, FKF Premier League.
I think it will be pretty obvious then who they should have benched, I think. And maybe Masood Juma should have been among them, is he? Or is he not?
Yeah, presumably. I think Masood Juma has been sent to the bench.
Well, this is going to be a cross from the right side, and this time round, no white jerseys, no red shots on this side waiting for it.
I think it's Timbe. It's Timbe. Ayub Timbe.
Yeah, I think Ayub Timbe.
Yes.
I think has been benched. That should have happened about 2 minutes ago. And maybe Jacob Gosmulay thinking that Ayub Timbe was having too many touches at the moment. He doesn't need that. Here is another man who's just come into play as well, Abdallah Hassan.
He's a very pacey striker, very pacey striker, and Gosmulay thinks that if he injects in some pace, we might be able to unlock that neat Comoros defense line.
Well, Mandela still playing it out to the right side, looking for a chance to go through on the other side. I don't seem to be able to place Cliff Nyakea in the game at the moment. Could he have been a recipient of a substitution as well? As Eric tries to run down on the left side. The usual tricks of having a back heel, they are very easily read and taken care of. Oh, yeah, I think there is Boniface Mushiri who's come into play, and yes, I think it's Clifford Nyakea who's gone off the field of play.
Well, Boniface Mushiri plies his trade with Tusker Football Club in the Football Kenya Premier League, and also a very resourceful midfielder. I think he's been brought in. He knows how to handle. I mean, got very good technique. Knows how to handle the ball. I think they need him around the box.
Oh, here is a chance then for the Harambee Stars. This will be cleared off. Gets just as far as Eric Ouma. Oh, he's been bringing very low crosses. Interestingly, all of them have been very low. This one easily cut off as well by Abdallah Mfaina Kasim. So 4 substitutes already on the Kenyan side. Voice is headed out. Not accurately so by Masood Juma. Because off the field of play is going to be a goal kick. Comoros making another substitution. And it's going to be Faiz Matwa who's coming in, who equally plays for Ajaccio. It's coming into play here for the side of Comoros, and taking the place of Rafidin Abdullah. With just about 4 minutes of play remaining, desperation will be creeping into both sides. For the Comoros side, not wanting to lose it, a draw would be a good one for them to pick up away from home. And for Harambee Stars also not wanting to lose this one, a win would be very good to pick up here at home. Once you move away, then different things and different issues come to play. This is out of the field of play. It's going to be throw-in for Comoros. Gilbert, just about 4 minutes, 3 minutes and a couple of seconds. What advice would you give either side of the team? Let's start with the Comoros side.
Well, they do know that with the way things are going, Harambee Stars could easily pick a point, 3 points from them if they were to score. And on the Harambee Stars, they also know that if they don't defend well, if they have to move numbers up front and don't defend well, it's very easy that they could get on the counter. So I think both sides realize that they need to keep their team compact enough not to consider this particular point, and maybe a point for them would be better.
Well, Gilbert, I'm going to have to leave you and go down to the touchline to take the rest of the country through the last 2 minutes of this one. I'll try to find out from the coaches what exactly is happening. Should anything happen while I'm on my way, Gilbert, please keep me posted. Thank you.
Thank you, Bernard. I'll take you through the remaining part of the game as Bernard goes downstairs to link up on other duties. Well, another very, very telling shot again from Owino, who has been very, very prominent when he came in the second half for Samuel Olwande on the right-hand side. He's really been a pain in the Comoros lineup at this particular point. Well, Kenya still trying to knit passes together to try and at least get these 3 points. But again, very, very solid display for a Comoros side that looked tired in the second half, but again, they've held themselves very, very well. Juma Akumu trying to find Eric Ouma on the left-hand side. Ouma back to number 22, Mushiri. On the right-hand side, that has been very, very explosive. That is Owino trying to find Omolo again to Victor Mugubi with the shot. Again, the defense line from Comoros holding up very, very, very well. Well, it's very, very pensive moments here. Very pensive moments for both sides. Harambee Stars wanting to take the 3 points, and Comoros at this particular point in time just trying to sit back and try to run the clock down. Remember, at this particular point, Comoros sitting pretty in Group G with 4 points, but as they stand with 5 points. Another telling cross, but again the goalkeeper Ahmada Ali, who has been absolutely fantastic, 29 years old and a mainstay in this Comoros side, has really worked hard this afternoon and kept Comoros in a good state here. Well, Harambee Stars have to recollect again in the next 3 days and go and meet Comoros in their home yard. But again, still not relenting. Another good cross again from the right-hand side, and calls for a corner. Very, very important calls from the captain here, Abdul Najim. And again, Comoros wanting to make another substitution at just the 90th minute. Another corner by Harambee Stars. Well floated ball, but again it's a total waste by David Owino Calabar, who plies the trade in Zambia. Again, another good cross there, but again not very solid enough by David Calabawino. Formerly played for Gor Mahia in the FKF Premier League, and now playing his trade at Zesco United in Zambia. Well, going to the 91st minute, and both sides in very, very pensive moods. Victor Wanyama Mugubi. Victor Mugubi, who plays for Impact in Impact Montreal in Canada, and clearly the captain of the Kenyan side, tussling with the Comoros number 15 yourself. Number 12, Madahoma Kasim, standing very tall. Well, it's been a very, very pensive afternoon. The game flowing from one end to the other, and Kenyans still in attacking mood. That right-hand side has really, really caused problems for this Comoros side. And they slow the goal down. Okumu trying to go through the left-hand side, where Eric Ouma has been very, very instrumental with those crucial crosses. Well, that has been the main undoing for Harambee Stars. They've not been critical, especially in the final third. They've not been they've been lit in the final third, and that has been the mainstay, the biggest problem today. Well, going into the final minutes of this particular game, Captain Victor Mugubi plays the ball wide. Again, another shot, and still in goalmouth melee, and Harambee Stars failing to utilize that opportunity. The game still in the Comoros half. Still in the Comoros half. And it's clear that Boniface Mushiri has brought a lot of punch. And a big tussle there between Boniface Mushiri and Yusuf Benajalud, and a free kick in a very, very, very prime area, about 20 yards away from the Comoros goal line, and everybody from the Harambee Stars lineup going into that penalty box to try and see whether they can be able to pick something out of this very crucial free kick. Well, very pensive moments here in the 93rd minute. Harambee Stars with an opportunity to redeem themselves in this game. Mushiri, till some goalmouth melee, another shot again, and the goalkeeper comes in very handy. Another shot again from Mushiri, and it's a goal kick. The referee calls for a goal kick, and the Kenyan players on the referee telling him, hey, you know what, that should have been a corner. Again, well floated there from Boniface Mushiri, and you must compliment the goalkeeper Ahmada Ali for his outstanding performances in this particular game. He has kept Comoros in this game for the entire 94 minutes of play, and it's just a matter of time before the referee calls the end of this particular game. But again, Kenyan players still mounting attack after attack, and another well-calculated cross there from the right-hand side, and the prime man there, Masoud Juma, not quite agreeing with the referee's decision. Again, that right-hand side has been very, very well organized for the Kenyan side as soon as they brought in David Calabawino. And with those tailing crosses, trying to find the point man, Masoud Juma. And coach Moore, at this point, wondering when this game will ever end. He's better off with the draw. And the referee has called this game to a halt. He has called this game to a halt. And of course, the Comoros coach in a very, very happy moments here. Very well done in this particular game. And coach Ghost Mule, who was coming back after 10 years with the top scorer there, with the scorer of this particular game, Masoud Juma. And that man in your picture, the captain who has been very, very instrumental, that is Abdul Najim, has been very, very key for this team in the defense line, complementing the keeper, Ahmada Ali, 29 years old goalkeeper, who has really, really kept Comoros in this side. And Arnold Origi, of course, with that blockbuster from the number 10, Mchama Yusuf, wasn't able to get a shot on goal. Captain has been very, very instrumental. He played more of an attacking role. Victor Mugubi Wanyama, and at this particular point, they know that they've actually lost 2 points out of this one. And as things stand, Comoros still on top of the table. And at full time, Kenya won and Comoros won.